All right, so we are back, and today we're kind of getting back to our roots. Back to my roots, I went out in boots. We are back to our old ways because we have a boxing breakdown for you guys. A possible new influencer to hit the YouTube boxing scene, but before we get into that, I have a major announcement coming to this channel. Next Saturday, 1 week from today, we are back with the W.A.D.E concept watch parties. That is right, and this one's a special one. Not only are we live streaming the epic heavyweight matchup in the boxing world, Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk, but we're going back to back because UFC 266 is also on the docket Saturday. I'm gonna say around 1:30 p.m. PST is when we're gonna go live for the first ever dual W.A.D.E concept watch party, Usyk Joshua and UFC 256. It's gonna be a banger. But now let's get into the video because today we have possibly the rise of a new YouTube boxer. Now, I don't know much about this guy, but I know what phase of life he works in. And yes, it's a FaZe member, but it's not Sensei. Instead, his name reminds me of what I get when I'm sitting at a red light. No one else is around, but the damn thing won't turn green. I've been in the turn lane for 5 minutes. Just give me the arrow. If you can't get it by now, today we're talking about FaZe Temperrr. And we're hitting this video because apparently FaZe Temperrr and Slim want to fight. And that would mean FaZe Temperrr's trading in his sniping from 360 no-scopes across the map in Call of Duty to sniping people in the squared circle. Does FaZe Temperrr have the skills to get in there and actually start this YouTube boxing thing against Slim or anyone else? FaZe Temperrr, can he box? The breakdown. Let's go. All right, so this video was 5 years ago, okay? So we're not gonna hold Temperrr to whatever technique he shows here. If he's continued training this, I don't know if he has or hasn't, but if he's continued training boxing, then I'm sure he's gotten better, but let's just see where he started, and then we'll come to something that he put out a couple months ago that's a little more recent.
At any point when you intensify before impact, takes away power.
Facts. So Sensei tells him at any point when you intensify, when you really clench that fist before impact, is going to take away a lot of your power. But now that you are a little tense and tight, the effort it takes to move that arm, the effort it takes to rotate over when everything's so stiff, it's almost like you're pushing through a wall to try to get there, versus when it's loose and it's flowy and everything can come out really nice and quickly. Then you really clench that fist on impact, snap that punch over, and that's where that power flows through. That left hand is a nice finish, but that that uppercut is like a Ryu uppercut from Street Fighter. Shoryuken! Obviously not a lot of rhythm when he's throwing, right? He's doing a lot of just kind of arm punches here. Not a lot of twist. Look at it, big reach for that jab there. Take a look at this. He's reaching out, pops the jab to the body. And Sensei's doing a good job of pulling his head off the center line, right? Trying to pull and counter, but look at this one. Woo, we way out there on that reach. My man Temperrr is reaching harder than people saying Donda was Kanye's best work. My man's like, it was. Donda was #1. Okay, so now we're southpaw. And Sensei is just, again, just pulling, slipping his head off the center line. Great head movement, boom, stepping in. This is why, again, people don't give Sensei enough credit for the skill he has. He's teaching these guys, right? He's teaching guys like Temperrr, even, you know, when he's with KSI and when he's with Gib, I know those are competitive spars, but he's not going in there to hurt those guys. This dude knows what he's doing. Sensei's the fucking man. You guys got to understand, he is one of the better guys doing this, and while he's not necessarily focused on boxing, skill-wise, he is one of the best. There's no doubt about it. If you guys don't believe me, I'll just straight up ask him myself, so stay tuned. Sensei gives him a little bit downstairs. Boom. Again, this is just Temperrr not knowing how to protect himself. Says here, eat that one to the body. It comes again. Look at the hand drop. It's simple, man. You find him to the body. You give him that one shot. Let him feel comfortable with it. Next time you throw it, same motion, but bang, upstairs that time. Very nice work. Boom, to the body. Boom, upstairs. Temperrr is starting to get it, right? He even tries to, you know, he blocks this shot here. After Sensei throws it about 4 times, blocks that jab and returns with one of his own. It might not get all the way there, but he's staying in there and he's learning little by little there. Now we have Temperrr going orthodox again. Maybe this is him just trying out different stances. This is why I like FaZe Sensei so much, man. This is why I like this guy so much, because he's so selfless, right? He's teaching Temperrr, right? He's touching him. He's allowing Temperrr to get shots off. He's making him move, react, and when he does hit him, right, when he does catch him and let him see things that are going to hurt him like that, he doesn't do it to actually hurt him. He does it in a way that's like, oh, if that was real, or if I really wanted to hurt you, I would have. You better be prepared for that next time. And again, it also gives him an indication as to how dangerous this sport can be. I love that, man. Now he's back southpaw. Again, I just think this is Temperrr trying to feel his way into what he's more comfortable with. Check out this left hand right here, though. One, boom, right there. And he steps back off of it. That's nice. Ooh, little level change, straight left hand. I like that. Even if he gets touched with this shot right here, that's a nice left hand. Watch this one, though. Boom, he gets hit with the jab, but the level change, and boom, straight left hand through the guard. That's nice. That's nice adjustment, man. And the head movement, and again on the counter. Nice. And then he goes back orthodox. And yeah, right back to the southpaw. Maybe he is left-handed. He looks far more comfortable out of southpaw. All right, so there's the 5 years ago clip from FaZe Temperrr. Now, that is just a little prelude to get us, you know, a little something to see as to what we're going to look at next, which is him apparently calling out Jake Paul. Unless he has just been locked away in a dungeon for the last 5 years training his ass off, I would assume he's not ready to fight Jake Paul. But I do want to see some improvements because there is a little bit of skill there naturally for him, right? Just out of southpaw, him finding his stance. The jab's nice when he's a little more loose and relaxed. Straight shots come out more straight. There's not as much tense kind of squeeze behind it that's slowing him down. And some of the defensive reactions, being able to pull off the center line and fire back without shuffling all of his feet out of range, then having to run back into range. Those things are, again, hard to teach. But even if it isn't Jake Paul, he is trying to fight soon, so hopefully there's some improvement. Let's take a look. Out of orthodox, this guy feints the right hand but doesn't pull the trigger for some reason. We see the left hook misses. He's loading up the big right hand behind it. Boom, through the guard. Nice. Nice shot. Now he's southpaw. 1-2. 1-2 lands. It's nice. All right, so we got a hook around a jab. So Temperrr throws his hook around this jab, and I think the momentum of that hook behind this jab is going to push my man in the headgear, kind of head over toes. It's going to cause him to go off balance a bit, looks like. Yeah. I don't know if that was a knockdown or a slip. All right, so Temperrr actually gets caught by that jab here. He looks like he wants to throw a kind of combination left hook and left overhand. That chin straight up in the air is going to get him caught, and I think actually this guy lands his jab, which he does. But Temperrr does land the left hand over the top, lands it right on the ear there. What I'm liking is that he's looking to attack, right? And it's not necessarily the most technical and is maybe a bit reckless, but he's looking to attack, and he's, at least from this footage, not afraid to get hit. Right? He's not running out of there. He's staying in it. Nice jab. Oh, whoa, whoa. Hold on a second. All right, jab right here. That lands. Straight left hand lands. That's a nice shot, but this guy eats it, and he comes forward with the switch stance. Boom. Right hook over the top, and that one on the button. That sent a shockwave straight through his spine, all the way down to his knees. That man was dancing in paradise for a second. Holy. Oh, you guys got to hear the guy that's filming. He's like encouraging him. He's like, nice, Temperrr, nice. And then he gets cracked. He's like, oh, Jesus. Listen at this.
Nice, Temperrr. Nice. Oh.
I can see why they call him FaZe Temperrr. I don't know if it's an entendre on his name, but just the way he responds to getting hit here. Boom, right? Look at that face. That fucking guy is pissed. If that is fighting spirit more so than, you know, just like ego, then fuck it. I love that because he comes right back. It's a good response, right? Stay in there, keep working. But again, you do want to be a little more controlled when you're hurt because that thing can happen again, especially him popping that jab out there. What's to stop this guy from stepping inside? Boom, big right hand, because back here, as you can see in the mirror, that left hand is nowhere near the other side of his head, right? He's still got that hand low. So we got to be under control there. But again, I like it. I like a guy that, okay, I got cracked. Here I am. Back in your face. Let's go again. I love that. All right, so first thing, just watching that, FaZe Temperrr would not do very well right now with Jake Paul in a boxing ring. That fight would not go the way he thinks it would, and that's just me saying what I'm seeing. I'm not doing that to disrespect Temperrr or anything like that, but the question isn't about him and Jake. What does he look like in a fight with Slim? People really discount what Slim can bring to a table. I'm not saying he's the greatest boxer ever. I'm not saying he's going to go out and knock out every single person he's in there with, but he's a tall guy with a fucking insane reach. I know he was in there with Fuzi and a guy that was, just like his name, NA, not aware of what the he was doing in a boxing ring, but on the night of the fight, you never know what happens. FaZe Temperrr, I would say, has potential for this scene, no doubt about it, right? He has some definite natural skill, and again, the more you train this, the more you do it, the repetitions that you build, just like in any other thing you're talented at, you're going to get better. So Social KO is going to be running their second card, I think either in late October or November. I would like to see this fight on that card. I don't know what else to tell you. It's a fun fight. Listen, not every one of them is going to be Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley or Logan Paul, Floyd Mayweather. We need fights like this in the YouTube scene, and I think it'd be a fun one. And that leads us to the question that I have, and we're going to leave off with today. Who is the next big YouTube boxer? Will it be FaZe Temperrr? It looks like he's got potential. Will it be Slim? He's got a couple of wins under his belt. Would it be somebody from the Social Gloves card, or will it be someone else? I guess we'll find out.